Indiana Pacers find themselves on the road looking for an interconference. The Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. And, of course, George Hill. I think they're still searching for someone to step to the plate.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than the short-term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big-picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial consideration. So this is more than just about the player.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Turner is out there with Allen, and it's Lawson in at the one. Here's Lawson, following the basket by T.J. Warren. George with the screen on Bledsoe. And Lawson, here we go, and that one's good. Lawson's got his first 2 points of the night.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Freak kicks to Teletovic. Bledsoe passes to Green. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Lawson with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Turner, and he converts the layup.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Green. And there's the pass to Freak. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Lawson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Stuckey outside. Here's Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Dishes it to Freak. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Paul George. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up about 21 points per, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Now, here's George. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
It's George on the wing. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the block. No good from Lawson. The Suns trailing. Bledsoe outside to the paint. They kick it out to Green. Stolen by George. And here we go with Lawson running it right up the court. The baseline J. And that one's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. And the Suns here with a different look. Lenz checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Booker comes in for Warren. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And Knight subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Mahimi's checked in for Indiana. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Here's Lawson. Pass to Miles. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Knight kicks to Freak. Stolen by Miles. And they're moving it up. Stuckey dishes to Miles. Rejected by Len. For 3, Lawson. And he gets it to go. Lawson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Knight kicks to Freak. The feed to Len. That's good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here is Lawson. He's got 7. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint.
Zeeley's checked in for Indiana. Paul George comes in for Rodney Stuckey. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Los Angeles.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
Freak in at center. Warren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He picked up 18 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Suns. Bledsoe comes in for Knight. And a change for the Pacers. Pachulia is checked in. They kick it out to Green. Down low. Freak passes to Green. And the Suns miss again. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against Miami.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
5 on the clock. Here's Lawson. Misses off the right iron. Suns trail by 7. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Warren with the ball.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. The Suns shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Green against George. There's a screen. Turner with a screen for George. Passes it to Pachulia. Releases from 15. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. Warren dishes to Bledsoe. Green kicks to Freak. He trains it from the right block. Freak's got his first 2 points of the night. And Indiana shooting reasonably well, 45%. Lawson kicks to George. He dishes it to Pachulia. Feeds it to Miles. Pass to George. No good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Green inside the three-point line. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Bledsoe against George. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Freak. And Turner with the block. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Shot clock at 6. Green inside the three-point line. And again, it's the Suns missing. Indiana leading. Lawson outside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Look at the night for Ty Lawson. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion.
And so that's the end of the...
All right, Phoenix, keep it going. And now, your Suns.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What a game we're seeing from Ty Lawson.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Lavoy Allen out there with Turner. And it's Lawson in at the point. And George gets it to go.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Bledsoe against Lawson. And Bledsoe, here we go. The 15-footer, good. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lawson sets a screen for Stuckey. Back to Lawson. Outside for George. Bledsoe with the rebound.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Bledsoe against Lawson. Here's Freak. The rebound by Turner.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Freak. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Stuckey kicks to Lawson. Fires for 3. And good, coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got 4 assists now tonight. Suns trail by 13. There's the pick. High, arcing shot. No good from Bledsoe.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lawson outside. Kicks to George. Goes up from the top of the key. That one wide left.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
They kick it out to Green. Goes back up. And he gets it to go. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 4th in fast break points, 8th in steals. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And going back to their fast break numbers, their athleticism enables them to play that breakneck speed. But it takes discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal, and that sets them apart.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Pachulia, he's checked in for Turner. Azili comes in for Allen. And it's C.J. Miles in for George.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Freak kicks to Bledsoe. Green left side. 3-pointer. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Mirza Teletovic, and it's Brandon Knight in for T.J. Warren. Lawson kicks to Miles. Down low, here's Pachulia. No luck. Nice D from Freak.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Lawson outside. Lawson is doubled. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Land.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Eric Bledsoe. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library, he lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Eric Bledsoe. And Indiana with a change here, too. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Pachulia. Knight against Lawson. There's the dish to Land. 17-foot shot on the way. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Lawson kicks to Hill. He feeds it to Stuckey. Here is Miles, defended by Booker. Azili can't get it to go.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Mahimi's checked in for Indiana. Paul George comes in for C.J. Miles. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. To the middle. And Mahimi with the stuff.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Suns #1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
You look at what Brandon Knight has done so far. He's got 8 points and 3 assists.
Lawson kicks to Mahimi. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They set the pick. Here's Knight, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Knight's got 10.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Lawson is doubled. Hill has the open look, and good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey's got his 5th assist in this one. Knight passes to Freak. Puts up the baby hook, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Suns have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. He's off on the first. Henry Sims has checked in for Alex Land.
What's the call down here? What's the call down here?
Good on the second free throw.
All right.
Here's Lawson. He's got 20. On the wing, Hill, 20 feet out. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Knight kicks to Freak. A second chance effort, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
You better listen to that.
Lavoy Allen.
And here's George. Shoots the 3. Missed.
And now, your Suns dancers.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Mike
On the court.
and some changes. Azili comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in for Ty Lawson. Freak, he's in at center. Bledsoe is out there with Gerald Green. Then there's Warren. And it's Teletovic in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Warren. Nice shot from the wing.
Tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
George dishes to Allen. Back to George. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And the Suns making a change here. Knight's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Festus Ezeli. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Hill. Lawson outside. He kicks it to Stuckey. They set the pick. The pass to Turner. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. And that's now 8 points for Miles Turner.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Knight passes to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And both free throws good from Freak.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, I had a chance to find out what Nate McMillan was discussing with his players. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
It's Knight with the drive. Over in the corner, Green. Oh, and they take the lead. Green's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot, and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
That was as big as it gets. They are definitely going to enjoy that one.
Lawson kicks to George. Back to Lawson. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. And he gets it to go.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Knight against Lawson. Knight dishes to Freak. Good work defensively by Turner.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Lawson. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. To the inside, Turner. Toledovich grabs the board. Green up on top. Puts one up from 19. It's off. So a close game sees Indiana take this one.
Guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's Ty Lawson. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on. Kenny, your thoughts? And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
During the few moments.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Suns out in Phoenix. And the Suns going through a bit of a rough stretch. It's been tough sledding. The loss is mounting. They're simply not playing up to capacity. How to fix it is the question. And one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight is Al Horford. He's not a flashy guy by any means, has never gotten all that much national media love. But, Shaq, wouldn't you say he is as solid a post player as you'll find?
You know, he doesn't do anything with flash and doesn't have the big contract, but he plays like it. I just want to say muchas gracias, papi. He's from Dominican Republic.
Oh, muy bien. Well, he does everything you want a post player to do. I mean, honestly.
Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You take a look at Atlanta. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
You know what? They're almost perfect in their approach right now. I mean, mentally, physically, strategically, everything seems to have fallen into place. They're bound to hit a bump at some point in the road, but right now, everything is all systems go.
Yeah, you're right on top of it, Greg. It's hard to find fault with the way they've been playing at the moment. I mean, their confidence level continues to rise and grow with every win, and you can not only see it, but I think it's palpable. You can feel it.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague out there with Hardaway. And it's Bazemore at the three, the small forward. Now here's Freak. He dishes it to Warren. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Suns on defense. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Kevin, that was really a tremendous effort. I mean, I thought they were coming all the way back. What a great fourth quarter of basketball. Just not enough to take it all the way.
And man, I tell you what, they had everybody in the building on the edge of their seats in that one. What an amazing comeback that would have been. Now, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Teague kicks to Millsap. Hawks passing it around. They set the screen. Teague with a clean look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Teague's got himself on the board with three there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Fast break, the Hawks ahead. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Teague's got 5 points so far.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Teletovic. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Teague kicks to Millsap. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him.
Suns trail by 7. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Kent Bazemore, Paul Millsap out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Teague in at the 2 guard. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was not his usual self. He picked up 5 points and collected 6 huge rebounds to go with that. He had just a really rough shooting night, and the rim seemed to have a lid on it for him. We'll see if the lid's been lifted here, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks for the report. Guys, do you think we'll see a better game here tonight?
I hope so. I mean, for his sake. And I think we will. I mean, he's a tough player. That won't bring him down. It'll only fuel his fire.
You can count on it. I mean, that's what I think. Coming off a game like that will make him work all that much harder today.
So it's the Hawks now. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Outside Teague. Plays it up and banks it in. Teague's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. There's a good screen. Knight wide open. Can't capitalize on the good screen. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Millsap a screen. And that one's good. Schroeder. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point plus.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Atlanta. Now here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. Millsap a screen on Knight. They set the pick. T dishes to Hawes. And again, it's Atlanta.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Suns trail by 10. Freak sets a screen for Knight. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
The Hawks leading by 9. Millsap a screen. Millsap a screen on Knight. Outside for Millsap. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Hawes got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today. At the top of that
list. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Okay, time now for an injury report.
He said that he twisted his ankle and it's swelling up on him. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Warren, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Booker. Hawes, no good. Great D that time from Freak. Suns trail by 11. Here's Green. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Green's got 8 points.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. There's a screen. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And the wide open shot from Green. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And how about that? Responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Millsap has the open look. Here's Hawes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Atlanta. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy. I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And what a game for Green. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay.
And so a pretty lopsided.
And now, your
as we begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
You look at what Schroeder has done so far. He's got 13 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Freak in at center. Green is out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Mirza Teletovic, and it's Warren in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. The offensive rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Phoenix, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Warren. Atlanta leading by 20. Hardaway kicks to Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. The feed now to Horford. No good. Great defense that time from Freak. Phoenix has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Bledsoe passes to Freak and stolen by Horford. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Poked loose. Bledsoe with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Freak dishes to Teletovic. Bangs home the trifecta.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Outside Millsap. To the wing right side. Picked by Horford. Hardaway kicks to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Horford.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
There's a good screen. And Bledsoe, here we go. They kick it out to Green. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Horford. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Green against Hardaway. The drive by Green. There's the bucket. Good. Green's got 13 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Teague against Bledsoe. Off the screen, Teague the pass to Hardaway. Horford with the screen on Green. Here's Hardaway, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And checking out the numbers for Millsap. The past month has been surreal. He's putting up about 21. No question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Booker comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Brandon Knight in for Green.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Atlanta leading by 21. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. They get it back. Here's Schroeder. It's tipped, and they get it back. And Bazemore kicks to Horford. Teague for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Booker. Bledsoe outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Millsap a screen on Bledsoe. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Millsap a screen. 5 on the clock. Layup off the pick. And it's good on the layup. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Bledsoe dishes to Freak, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Freak. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Teague, the pass to Millsap, out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Second is Jeff Teague.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Alex Len's checked in for Phoenix. Cannon comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Hawks, Mike Muscala is checked in for Horford. Humphries comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Pondexter in for Teague. Muscala. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Alex Len picks one up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
It's Knight with the drive. Here's Booker. It's deflected.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
And that one's good. Millsap.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here is Knight. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Knight. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Humphries kicks to Muscala. There's the pick. Here's Schroeder. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Schroeder's got 15 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Suns have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Free at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good from Freak.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And so here's Phoenix on the court for Atlanta. Quincy Pondexter out there with Humphries. Then there's Teague. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Hawes in at the 5 down low.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Passes it to Pondexter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Picked by Humphries. Hardaway dishes to Humphries. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Knight with it. Picked up by Teague. Knight passes to Freak. No luck. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And Hawes kicks to Pondexter. There's the dish to Teague. Feeds it to Hawes. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Spencer Hawes.
Teague's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Got that one up quick.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Hawks call timeout.
let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Back to Green. Freak dishes to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Green. Drills it from outside. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Teague drives in. Hardaway passes to Bazemore. Teague kicks to Hardaway. Horford with a screen on Green. Hardaway dishes to Horford. And he goes in for the dunk.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Hardaway passes to Millsap. In the corner, Bazemore with it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Good. Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Hardaway kicks to Teague. Hawks passing it around. Here's Bazemore. Pass to Teague. Outside Hardaway. Let's go. And again, it's Atlanta.
Hardaway Jr. That'll be a Suns timeout.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Freak sets a screen for Bledsoe. Hardaway with the steal. Outside Teague. Bazemore dishes to Horford. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. The Hawks making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. And Al Horford no good on that one. Suns trail by 20. Bledsoe outside. Fires, high post. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Horford with a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Schroeder. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
11 feet away, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 13 points for Freak.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Atlanta.
Two great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And the game they played tonight, purposeful. They wanted to get after it after losing the first game of the year against these guys. Big boost of confidence for them to even up this season series against the Suns.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Al Horford playing very well. 12 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Both teams will make substitutions. For Phoenix, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Cannon kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Sims. Rebound by the Hawks.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
That shot's good from Hawes.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And Cannon gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now Schroeder, picked by Horford. To the right side. Here's Muscala. They get the rebound. And Booker kicks to Cannon. They set the pick. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
Well, Paul can...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan player of the game.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.